A single mistake here can sink $200 million into the ocean. And that's why building a ship like this is one of the most extreme engineering challenges on Earth. What you're seeing is not just metal and machinery, it's a floating city worth more than most skyscrapers, built by nearly 10,000 workers operating like one giant machine. But how do you even begin constructing something this massive? The process starts long before the shipyard lights turn on. Engineers spend years designing every bolt, cable, and compartment using advanced 3D simulations because once construction begins, there is no room for error. Every centimeter matters. Every calculation decides whether the ship will dominate the seas or fail before launch. The ship isn't built as one piece, it's divided into enormous blocks, some weighing more than 1,000 tons each. And these blocks are constructed separately like pieces of a gigantic puzzle. Inside the shipyard, cranes, taller than buildings, lift these steel sections with terrifying precision, lowering them into place while hundreds of workers guide them by hand. One wrong movement could cause catastrophic damage. So, coordination here is absolute perfection. But steel alone doesn't make a $200 million ship. While welders fuse massive plates together using heat hot enough to melt tanks, electricians simultaneously install miles of wiring, enough to circle the earth multiple times, powering navigation systems, radar, engines, and life support. At the same time, plumbers fit complex networks of pipes that control fuel, water, fire suppression, and cooling systems. Because a single leak at sea could turn deadly within minutes. Deep inside the hull, engines the size of small houses are lowered into position, capable of producing tens of thousands of horsepower, pushing this monster across oceans for months without stopping. And here's the shocking part, every system is tested again and again while the ship is still unfinished because fixing a mistake after launch can cost millions. As the structure takes shape, safety inspectors scan every weld using X rays and ultrasonic tools, searching for invisible cracks that could rip the ship apart during storms. Meanwhile, interior teams transform raw steel into living spaces, control rooms, and command centers because this ship must function like a self contained world. Finally comes the most dangerous moment of all, launching. Years of work come down to a single event as the ship slowly slides into the water for the first time. If balance calculations are off by even a fraction, the ship can capsize in seconds. When it floats successfully, the real testing begins at sea, where engineers push the ship to its limits in violent waves, extreme speeds, and emergency simulations. Only after passing hundreds of brutal tests does a ship like this earn its $200 million price tag. It's not just a vessel, it's proof of what humans can build when engineering, precision, and sheer manpower collide on an unimaginable scale.